Bridget. So today I wanted to talk to you about guides, one of my very favorite topics of conversation, mainly because I just really love my guides, and also because I'm really excited for you, if you are new on your journey with your guides, to know a little bit about them and get to know yours. So over the years, I've received so many questions from various people about guides, and I've pretty much collected all of that and put them into 4 main questions that we're going to cover today. And those questions are: who are our guides? Do I have guides? What can our guides do for us? And how do I meet and connect with my guides? So let's get started. Who are our guides? Well, they are our friends, teammates, helpers, teachers, and soul family. And guides will consist of friends and family who've crossed over, who are no longer in a physical body, angels, and other etheric and ascended beings, which will include your higher and master guides. And that's who our guides are. Second question is, do I have guides? Well, yes, you do. We all do. Each and every one of us on this planet has guides. It's sort of a contract or agreement that we make before our soul enters physicality. And we do so because this life and existence is so dense and so intense that we really understand that we need guidance. And our perception is limited to the constructs of this reality. So we rely on our soul family. They aren't limited to a 3D, third dimension is what 3D means in this scope of conversation. They aren't limited to a third dimension earthly vantage point. So basically, when we're here on Earth, our perception is limited. It's filtered so that we don't see everything that's going on in the cosmos, in the universe. But theirs isn't. Their knowledge is vast because they are not filtered. So they are able to basically see and understand things that we cannot. Time and space doesn't really exist for them in the same way that it does us. Where we see time and space is very linear, everything happening consecutively. They actually see everything in our lives happening all in one space. So they can see beginning to end. So of course, they're going to have a better vantage point. Which brings us to our third question. What do our guides do for us? Anything. Well, anything that's harmonic with your soul's purpose and your desired experiences. But we must ask. We must ask for assistance and guidance. We have free will. So they are often unable to intervene in matters that we create or set in motion. So we have to ask. My guides will literally do anything and everything with me, from things that are really minuscule to things that are, seem really important. So they will, assist me in finding lost and misplaced items. They assist me in making decisions, and I am a woman of literally a zillion questions. I've been like that since I was a tiny child. So they answer every single one of them. From, some of my questions would be about life, my life, people, the world, history, the future. They explain spiritual concepts to me. They explain about the universe and how it works, about source, all, or God, whatever you call it, it's all the same being, and all of its creations. They give me information to assist and help others with regards to healing and, their life path and spiritual development. And just recently, they gave me information on humanity as a whole and how we can move forward on our path in a very positive way. And that's another video coming very soon. So basically, your guides will give you anything you seek as long as it's harmonic and you ask. Which brings us to our final question. Okay, so how do I meet and connect with my guides? This is going to be kind of a 3-step process that I've broken it down for you. So the first step, I would say, if you haven't already, acknowledge them. So, you can do this in your head or out loud, whatever you feel comfortable with. And I would start by saying, hi, I know you're there. and I acknowledge you. Very, very simple stuff, right? So then the next step, step 2, I would say would be to ask for signs. But you're going to have to look for them once you ask for them. Be mindful in your daily life. Be very attentive of the things that are repeating. Often the signs will, they repeat over and over. So if you notice a pattern of something repeating, then after you've asked this question, that's going to be your guides, most likely. You want to also set your expectation to receive them. This is pretty important, because when you set your expectation to receive the signs, it's like an unspoken intention, which is a part of manifestation. So what will happen is it will allow more of it. And then once you do start receiving them, you need to really take a moment each time you see them and feel grateful, because that too is a part of manifestation, and it will allow them to give you more and more and more. That's how the universe works. So let me see. Well, I could probably tell you some of my signs. So I received dragonflies. I received doves, crows, those cute little yellow or white butterflies. That I call them buttercup butterflies because they remind me of the cute little buttercup flowers. And then my guides will also speak to me in, multiple digit numbers. So like 2222, 4444. And what I've found is that my guides choose those numbers based on the fact that they are closer to their vibrational frequency. So different guides will speak to me through different numbers, and there will be multiples that do. But as you get more into this, you will start to sense their energy, and you will start to be able to tell who is who. Which brings me to my next step, the third step. Ask for guidance and assistance. Now, I would do this step once you've already been able to acknowledge and understand and see that you are receiving guides. Then you will ask for guidance and assistance, and they will sound and feel like you because they've always been with you. So, they're a part of you. So they'll sound and feel a lot like you. I found that my guides sound like me, but softer. And what do I mean by sound like me? Well, that voice in your head that's your voice, where you're going through your plans for the day or the next steps in whatever process you're doing. That's your internal voice. Your guides will actually use that voice, and they'll sound a lot like you, but much softer. And I think initially they do that so that you can gauge the energy difference. But it doesn't always stay like that. And some people will actually hear it audibly if they're clairaudient, if clairaudience is like one of their main clairs. But yeah, so they'll sound and feel like you. And then they'll also speak to you through your intuition. So pay attention to your intuition. Be mindful of what it says. Trust yourself, trust your intuition. It's not going to steer you wrong. And oftentimes it's going to be your guides. And I mean, we've all been in a situation where we didn't listen to our intuition and we ended up in a really sticky situation. So avoid the stickiness. Listen to your intuition and trust yourself and your guides. And then I think that's pretty much it that I have for that question. But there is one more thing that I want to add. Your guides only have your highest and best concern at heart. To do otherwise would be to do so to themselves. So trust them. Don't be afraid. Don't be fearful. Just trust that they're there. Trust that they're going to give you what you need, and that will be what you receive. And I would also like to say, if you hear, feel, sense, or see something negative that's going on in your mind or around you, especially within you, that's probably going to be your ego or something else. Your guides will only speak to you in a beneficial, positive, helpful, healing way. So if you hear something in your head, the chatter is talking really negative, that's not going to be your guides. And you probably want to get your ego in check, because that sounds like it's pretty, stressful. But yeah, so pretty much guides only speak positively and beneficially. And this is it for Guides 101. So thank you so much for watching. I'm really excited about all of this, and I'm really excited to hear your stories. Please comment them below as you're going through this, or if you already have stories about your guides, feel free to share. I love interaction. Also, I'm 100% open to topics from you guys. So if there's something you want to hear, you want to know about, please let me know. I'll include it here as well as my blog, which is also, will be linked below. So thank you so much. Much love and light to you guys. And, remember to shine brightly, because this world is crazy and we need all the light we can get in it. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. See you next time.